Hey guys, it's Miss Shelby. I just wanted to hop on here and start a quick video for you guys. I know that you all aren't here with us to really get that practice in that most of my students get here. So, what I wanted to do was show you all the strategies just in a quick, short video. That way, when you're doing your assignments this week, because what I want to do is post division assignments on MobyMax. So it's going to be kind of the same as it was not last week, but the week before when I was posting your multiplication assignments. So what I wanted to do was show you the two strategies that I use with the students in class. Now I've posted live videos, but I know that we've gotten some feedback saying, we really can't hear you. You might not be able to see the board. So what I wanted to do is kind of show you, make a video for you guys. That way, if you have any questions, you can always go back and look. So when we divide, there's some math vocabulary that you need to know. The first thing that you need to know is that bigger number. So say we have 426 divided by 2. We'll make this one kind of simple and easy. This number right here is called your dividend. Okay, it's your big number. That's the number that you're going to share. Like, if you have 426 cards, you have 2 people, you're sharing, you're dividing them up between the 2 people. So this is your dividend. This is how much, this is that whole that you have. This is what you're dividing by, and this is called your divisor. Now, your answer to a division problem is called your quotient. So, what I have shown the students are 2 strategies. The first strategy is how our parents did it. It's how I grew up learning how to do long division. We call it the standard algorithm way. So the way that you do a standard algorithm way is it looks a little bit like a house. That's kind of how I've described it to our students here at school. You're going to put your dividend inside of the house, and you're going to put the divisor outside. And really, with division, it's just steps. The first step is to divide. The next one is multiply, subtract, and bring it. We call it bring it on down and bring it on back. Now, each of these steps you do over again. So this is divide, multiply, subtract, and then kind of just an arrow or however you want to do it. So the first thing, this one, and I like to put this question out here. How many times can blank go into blank? This is that first question that you're going to ask yourself. So you're going to say, how many times can 2 go into 4? Now, if you don't know, you can count by 2s to see. So, obviously we would do 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, it can't go over 4. So how many times can 2 go into 4? Well, 2 times because 1, 2. So we put it up here. So how many times can 2 go into 4? Now we multiply. We go down to this step and we multiply. So we're going to do 2 times 2, which is 4. Okay. Next thing we do is we subtract. We're going to subtract 4 minus 4. We stay right in this column right here. So 4 minus 4 is 0. And then we're down to our B, which means bring it down. Okay. So now what we're going to do is when we bring it, really what we say is bring it on down and bring it on back. That means we go back up here to the division and we ask ourselves the same thing. How many times can 2 go into 2? Well, 2 can go into 2 one time because, here's multiplication, 1 times 2 is 2. We subtract, we're going to get a 0. All right, after we subtract, we bring it on down and we bring it on back. We do the division and we ask ourselves the same question. How many times can blank go into blank? So how many times can 2 go into 6? Well, It's 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So 2 can go into 6 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. And this is our quotient, 213. Now, I'm going to take that same problem and I am going to do it a different way. I'm still going to follow these steps. So 426 divided by 2. I'm still going to follow all these steps, but I'm going to do it a different way. And we call this the box way. I'm telling you, the box way I love. All right. What you do, and it looks like area model, but what you do is you see how many digits you have. And I notice that I have 3. So I'm going to break the box up into thirds. That's going to be 2 lines. I'm going to put each digit in each box. So we'll put 4, 2, and 6. And then we put the divisor on the outside. So just like we put it on the outside of here, we put it on the outside of our box. A lot of our 4th graders use this strategy. I bet I have a handful of people who do this strategy. This strategy is fine. And especially if you're at home and your parents or somebody is helping you and they might know this way, then stick with this strategy. It does not bother me either strategy. But this strategy is the same. And I know if parents are watching this, it is going to look different, but it is also the same. There's only a couple different things. So let's go ahead into it. The first thing we're going to ask ourselves is how many times can 2 go into 4? Well, if you know your facts, you know that 2 times 2 is 4. So 2 can go into 4 2 times. So that's the division part. So, that's exactly what we did up here. Now we're going to multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. Now we go to the next step. So I'm going to put it right here. So we just divided, we just multiplied, now we subtract. Now this one's going to be a little bit different. We'll just kind of do that. So we subtract, this is 0. Now, we do not have to bring that 2 down. We did on this one. The difference between it is instead of bringing the 2 down to the 0, now we bring whatever is here over in front of here. Now, I tell my kids, we don't have to bring a 0 over, but that's only like if you have 1 right here, it would go in front of the 2 to make it 12. So this is kind of a weird example. I can give you guys another one after this, but you would just bring it over and then we start the process all over again. How many times can 2 go into 2? Well, 1 time, because 2 times 1 is 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, and now what we'll do is we'll bring over the 0. And I'm just bringing over the 0 to show you guys this is what you would do if there was something besides a 0. We go back over here. How many times can 2 go into 6? 3 times, because 3 times 2 is 6. So that is what we've been doing in class. Now, you might be getting some division problems on Moby Max that will be 4 digits. So say you get something that looks like this. Well, if you get a division problem that looks like this, all you have to do is just add another box. So that's what's really cool about this. And I can actually show you guys what this one looks like as well with the box, that because we're going to have some that are going to have to bring over. So 5,474 divided by 3. And I'm going to go kind of fast because this is my planning and I have to go pick up my kids. So 3 can go into 5 1 time because 3 times 2 is 6 and that's too big. It cannot go over 5. 1 times 3 is 3. We subtract. My difference is 2. Now this is where you bring the 2 over. So normally if you were doing the old way, you would bring the 4 down and it would make 24. Now you're bringing the 2 over. 3 can go into 24. Now, if you know your facts, you'll know that it can go in 8 times because 8 times 3 is 24. Now, this is where I tell my kids, you do not have to bring this 0 over, but I'm going to go ahead and bring it over for you guys just so that you know every time you have to bring it over. And in front, 3 can go into 7 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. My difference is 1. All right. 3 can go into 14. So if you don't know, do your threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 is too big. It cannot be bigger than this number. So we will do 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 can go into 14. 4 times 3 is 12. My difference, and this is going to be my remainder. That's what's left over. Okay. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I know division's a little bit different than multiplication, but it's the opposite. So if you know your facts, division is not going to be as hard as you think, because knowing your multiplication facts is probably the number one thing. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm always here to help you guys.